Okay, so at this point we're gonna model the bottom, and what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna keep it this way, and we're gonna flip that over. But let's flip our image planes. Let's grab our, instead of rotating the camera and creating a bottom camera, let's just rotate and flip our our model. So we're gonna take our bottom image plane, move that up, and because right now the top and the bottom geometry is pretty much identical, or not, not quite. So let's go ahead and also flip our model. Let's grab our insert. We're gonna grid snap it by holding down X. So now it's our pivot point is right in the center. We're gonna rotate it 180 degrees, and we're gonna scale it in X -1. So we basically flipped it over and mirrored it. So at this point we can work on the bottom of this scorpion. Let's see, it looks like this point right here may need to be adjusted so we don't get too confused what's happening. Yeah, just like that. So notice that our bottom is a little different from the top. One thing that we can do here is go to the object mode, and let's go to display polygons backface calling, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna only show us the side that's facing us, and actually right now our geometry is facing inwards, which is not good. So in order to fix that, and it's important that we fix it in the early stages, is to flip our normals, and by going under normals, reverse. So what's gonna happen right now, as we switch to the wireframe, we're not gonna see the other side. We're only gonna see the faces that are looking at us, and we're not gonna get confused too much. We can go ahead and adjust our shapes. But again, it is important to mention that probably another thing is our image plane is not quite the same. We may try to adjust this to match our wireframe. Actually, I think that works much better. Okay, so here in the bottom view, we actually made some changes to our edge structure here. So we want to get in here and add those additional lines. And again, I want to bring your attention to the importance of first trying to figure out some basic edge structure before you actually model. That way, again, you don't really need to think too much. We know exactly where we have our basic legs, where are they coming from, and let's go to the perspective view. And again, here we might decide to make some adjustments or change our decision, because the legs do come out further in the back. So we may take these 3 quads, and in order to make it faster, let's uncheck keep faces together, and when we do our extrude here, we're actually going to be pulling each face separately, just like that. So now we've got this, and this as a separate mesh. It's a good idea to clean it up. So let's actually grab our edges here, bring those down, so we've got a nice shape going on. And again, here we can grab our vertices, move those around, so it gives a nice smooth transition from the belly to the base of the leg. So from here on, we can just simply grab each one of those side faces and start pulling out the leg. And again, it's probably a good idea to bring this out further up. So we're not gonna do all three. Kind of have established the base. We can just grab one and start pulling out that. Let's just switch back to the regular low poly mode, which is 1. There we go. And again, from here on, it should be more or less straightforward extrude. What's happening? I'll just use a regular move tool. And model the hair. We would want to calculate how many sections there are, how long each section of the leg is, because it looks like we've got a couple of them. So this is the beginning, then a short one, then another short one, and then the long one. So it's got a bunch of those in, but it is a pretty straightforward linear extrude, or we can first pull that all the way out here and then use our edge loop tool to start creating an additional sections, and of course adding an additional loops to add some variation of the shape. There we go. Kind of like this. So here we've got our one more leg coming from here, so we could do a similar thing from this face.